would Bum Phillips view his legacy? It would be impossible to guess, but luckily for us, about 3 years ago, Fox 26 sports director Mark Berman put that very question to Bum himself. After thinking about it for a minute, the former Oilers coach summed it up this way.
Best player, regardless of black or white or whatever, the best player plays the game. You know, honestly, I guess you'd say, and coaching.
Bum Phillips will be buried in a private ceremony at his horse ranch in Goliad, Texas. Here in Houston, a memorial service is in the works, allowing fans and friends to celebrate his life. Fans are fired up and ready for the Texans to hand the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs their first loss of the season. U of H alum Case Keenum will start as quarterback today in place of Matt Schaub, who's out with an ankle injury. Houston is eager to put the team's 4-game losing streak behind them. Many believe Keenum is the spark that could turn things around.
Well, yeah, he's a young cat, so you know he gets real excited out there, and I think he brings another element of you know his legs to the game. So you know I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
Texans are 2-4 heading into a hostile Arrowhead Stadium. Last weekend, Chiefs fans set a Guinness World Record for the loudest crowd roar in an outdoor stadium. So how will fans react to Case Keenum, and how will Bum Phillips' legacy live on? Joining us live in the newsroom is Fox 26 legal analyst Chris Tritico, Fox 26 news analyst Mustafa Tamiz, and public policy analyst Jackie Bally. Good morning, you guys.
Hey,
Thank you so
morning.
much for coming in.
You bet.
So what do you think?
Well, first, I guess we're going to start with Case Keenum. Case is a great quarterback. I watched him when he played at U of H, going to the home games here with my dad. He is a fantastic quarterback, set the NCAA passing record while he was a quarterback at the University of Houston. The question is can he attack a defense as good as the Kansas City Chiefs? Is he going to be a spark? I think Mustafa Tamiz doesn't know what football is, but I think that there's no question he's going to be a spark for this team that's just on this 4-game losing streak.
We hope, right? We hope that he gets it and changes the dynamic. And this whole notion that, you know, they scream the loudest, you know, I love to shut them up, and wouldn't that be fun?
Jackie Bally, you're a Case Keenum fan. You watched him at U of H too. What do you think is going to happen here?
Well, first of all, go Cougs. But yes, I think he's resilient. He's smart. He's exactly what we need. When he was at U of H, he had set records for most yards and touchdowns. So I think he's exactly what we need. As long as he doesn't throw a pick six, we're good.
Well,
I think we win if he doesn't do that alone.
If we can just finish one game without that, it's going to be a better game. But the thing that I like about Case that we didn't have with Matt, and I'm not bashing Matt Schaub. I'm not one of those people, but he is far more mobile than Matt Schaub has been, and that's what we're going to see from Case Keenum that we weren't getting from Matt Schaub.
And I think it creates a different dynamic in the team too, because you bring a different kind of a play. I know the players are excited about it. So this is a time for us to get back on track.
Well, let's shift gears for a minute. I want to talk about Bum Phillips. I was in high school when Love You Blue was hot, and watching football. I was playing high school football at Spring Branch High School, and that was one of the most exciting times of any young football player's life, was to watch the Oilers in the late 70s with the Love You Blue and Earl Campbell, and the things that Bum Phillips did for this team was just outstanding. As a matter of fact, I always post the topics on my Facebook page. I want to read one before we turn back over to the panel. Marcia posted this morning, Bum Phillips showed all that is good and right in Texas. My late brother-in-law referred to Bum as Mr. Football. He was a man of class and dedication, and he will be missed. And I think that actually, Jackie Bally, that sums up what Bum Phillips did for Houston. The Oilers hadn't had a winning season in forever. Bum comes in, we go to two championship games in a row, and that's what Marcia said sums up Bum Phillips.
When he got the team, I think they won 16 games in 5 seasons, and then he turned it around with 55-35 during the time he was there with 2 shots at the AFC. But like you, I have memories. I was, I think, 7 when that whole thing was going on. And we had the Love You Blue T-shirts. I had the Love You Blue record. For those of you who don't remember, it was an LP. And, and he really represented what a Texan, what a true Texan was. I mean, he was larger than life, more than just a football coach. He was a true Texan, and he will be truly missed. analyst. I think his son summed it up most when he said he was a dad, he was a coach, he was a Christian, but most of all, he was a Texan.
That's right. Let me, before we go to Mustafa, I want to bring Jack. Donnelly, I got too many names in my head here. Donnelly's monitoring our social media accounts.
You're going to bring in the lovely Jackie. I know it's hard to get her off your mind. Thank you for being here, Jackie.
Thank you, Donnelly.
So you guys, everybody's on social media talking about the passing of Bum Phillips, and he was just so well loved. How do you think the Texans will use that? You know, sometimes you can even use that tragedy and that emotion to play even better. How do you think the Texans will use Bum's passing in the big game?
Well, it's got to be a spark, I think, that you're going to play for Bum Phillips, don't you think, Mustafa, to me?
Yeah, you know, look, what he represented, he had the most winning Oilers record after he took over, is both decency and competence of the game. And I think that's what we miss oftentimes. Now we find people in football that are really good at what they do, but they're not good off the field. And we need to kind of get back into that track to be a good human being and be good at what you do.
That's a great point. And I remember Donnelly in the 70s when we lost that first championship game to Pittsburgh. They had a party for the Oilers when they got back at the Dome, and there was not an empty seat in the house at a party to celebrate a loss. That's how much the Houston fans love the Oilers and Bum Phillips.
Absolutely, but did you say the L word? You know, we can't even put that in the air. That's not even a possibility for the Texans today. Loss? The L word? Lose?
We were just thinking it was the LP. I still was trying to figure out what an LP was.
Right. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. You know, Case is a good quarterback. I'm excited for him, but this is going to be a really tough game for him. They've got a great defense. It's going to be difficult, but we'll see. I hope they win.
But he's a Cougar.
Yeah, right. I think they're going to do it today. I think they're going to do it. Bum's spirit is going to be there with them, cheering them on. They're going to do it for Bum.
I hope so. We'll be back in a few minutes with another really good topic.
All right, looking forward to it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.